Till a man bought an unattractive painting for its frame for $4 and discovered one of the 26 known copies of the United States Declaration of Independence hidden behind it. He later sold it at auction for $2.42 million. Till I learned that the town of Boring, Oregon, U.S., established relationship with village of Dull, Scotland, UK, in 2012. The following year they were joined with the Shire of Bland, New South Wales, to form the League of Extraordinary Communities. Till, the consensus is that octopuses are most likely sentient. Till the last writer's strike in 2008 led the first season of Breaking Bad to be 2 episodes shorter and kept Hank Schrader, Dean Norris, alive. He was originally planned to be killed off first season. Till, Kobe Bryant is mostly responsible for the fall of high-top basketball sneakers. Raised in Italy, Kobe noticed that soccer players play in a fairly similar way to basketball player. Kobe told Nike point blank, "I want the lowest, lightest weight basketball shoe ever." Till that the deepest scuba dive of all time was 1,090 feet, set by Ahmed Gabber in 2014. It took him nearly a decade to properly prepare for the dive. While the descent took only 15 minutes, the ascent back to the surface took over 13 hours. Till the temperature on the moon at the Apollo 11 landing site was 200 F, 93 C. Till that the invention of bicycles was fundamental to the early women's liberation movement. Bicycles promised freedom to women long accustomed to relying on men for transportation. It was also the main reason corsets and long skirts fell out of fashion in the early 20th century. Today I learned Roman physician Galen would use wine as a disinfectant for all types of wounds, and even soaked exposed bowels before returning them to the body. Only 5 gladiators died under his watch. Till Christine Majore founded the HIV/AIDS denialism group Alive and Well. Majore herself then died of AIDS in 2008. Till that unlike most animals, African wild dogs follow an age-based food-sharing system where pups are given immediate access to kills, making older dogs wait before they can eat. Till Bob Norris, the first Marlboro Man, was discovered after being seen in a photo with John Wayne. While Norris was the Marlboro Man for 12 years, he never smoked. He also told his kids not to smoke. After they asked why he was doing cigarette ads, he quit his job as the Marlboro Man the next day. Till about a painkiller present in human saliva called opioorphin, which is stronger than morphine. Till since 2020, white LED streetlights have been turning purple because of defect during the manufacturing process between 2017 and 2019. The yellow phosphor coating was delaminating, and the blue LED began showing through, giving off a purplish glow. Till that a McDonald's in the Netherlands once fired an employee for selling a coworker a hamburger and then separately giving them a piece of cheese, arguing that she should have charged more for a cheeseburger. Courts ruled in the employee's favor, ordering the rest of her contract paid out in full. Till that in 2017, several Maryland college students consumed so much alcohol at a house party that the air in the house registered a reading of 0.01 on a breathalyzer. Till that the moon is one of the dullest objects in the solar system, and if Neptune's moon Triton was in its place it would appear 7 times brighter. Till in 1656 Boston, a ship's captain was sentenced to sit in the stocks for 2 hours because he had engaged in lewd and unseemly behavior on the Sabbath. Upon arriving home on a Sunday after a 3-year voyage at sea, Captain Kemble had kissed his wife. Till that the famous dish, tikka masala, is British, not Indian, and it was invented in the 70s, not some cultural cuisine that's been around for ages. Till in the early 1930s, Cadillac's policy was to not sell cars to black people. In 1933, Nicholas Dreystadt, a middle manager at General Motors, crashed a GM executive committee meeting and convinced them to drop the policy and instead market to black people. Sales increased by 70% within a year. Till the Tower Bridge in London is a relatively modern bridge that was designed to look medieval. It's so modern in fact that there are pictures of it being built. Till contrary to popular belief, INXS frontman Michael Hutchence didn't die by autoerotic asphyxiation. The rumor was started by his partner Paula Yates, who while grief-stricken, was unable to accept the fact that Hutchence took his own life. The coroner also confirmed that Michael died by suicide. Till that while the English language is classified as a West Germanic language, its vocabulary also shows major influences from French, about 28% of words, and Latin, also about 28%, plus some grammar and a small amount of core vocabulary influenced by Old Norse. Till after the fires that followed the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, many insurance companies tried to avoid covering the losses, except for Lloyd's of London, pay all of our policyholders in full, irrespective of the terms of their policies. This cemented Lloyd's reputation in the U.S. Till that Europeans started using the term Aztec to refer to the people who lived around the city of Tenochtitlan, but that's not what they called themselves. They referred to themselves as the Mexica. Till the soldier credited with killing John Wilkes Booth was a religious fanatic who cut his own alls off with a pair of scissors after being propositioned by a prostitute. Till that the last emperor of China was, after being deposed, forced to work as a street sweeper in Beijing. On his first day, he got lost and asked for help by telling strangers, "I'm Puyi, the last emperor of the Qing dynasty. I'm staying with relatives and can't find my way home." Till a munchie box is a popular takeaway food item in Scotland, typically consisting of kebab meat, fried chicken, pizza, chicken tikka, samosas, onion rings, chow mein noodles, pakora, naan bread, garlic bread, coleslaw, other fast foods and sauces such as curry sauce. Till that scam baiters managed to trick Nigerian scammers into traveling 1,400 miles and left them stranded in Darfur in a war zone. Till that while Beat It by Michael Jackson peaked at number 3 in Australia, Eat It by Weird Al Yankovic peaked at number 1. Till soccer legend Diego Maradona used a fake anus to pass drug tests at the height of his cocaine use. The phony phallus was stolen from a Buenos Aires museum in 2003 and has never been recovered. Till that 6 American soldiers have defected to North Korea after the end of the Korean War. Till that during World War II, the Danish resistance movement smuggled the Jews out of Denmark before the Nazis could send them to the concentration camps, in part by going through telephone books and warning everyone with Jewish-sounding names to go into hiding. Till that Seretse Khama, former president of Botswana, managed to transform the poorest nation on earth into one of the fastest-growing economies in the world. Till the longest ever personal name was that of a German-born American called Hubert Blaine Wolfischlegel Steinhausen-Bergerdorf Sr. His full, unabbreviated name is made up of 26 names, each starting with a different letter of the alphabet, in alphabetical order, followed by a 666-letter surname. Till King Charles is a descendant of the real-life Dracula. Till that Big Ben is leaning to one side and may eventually become unstable. United Kingdom. Till that Stars and Stripes Forever is an emergency alert at the circus. When it is played by the band, it usually means there is a fire and that the performers and circus hands should go to their emergency stations and start evacuating people. Till the first U.S. official coin in circulation, the Fugio cent, had the motto, "Mind your business," instead of, "In God we trust." Till that 13% of people who receive CPR outside of a hospital are still alive a year later. Till Kobe Bryant's, 33, high school basketball jersey was stolen in 2017 and sold to a collector in China who returned it after suspecting it was stolen. Till the Onion Futures Act is a U.S. law banning futures contracts on onions. In 1955, 2 traders bought so many onions and futures they controlled 98% of the onions in Chicago. They forced growers to purchase their stock by threatening to flood the market. Till about Troy Hurtubise, a Canadian man who built multiple suits of armor to study grizzly bears up close in nature. He'd test these by having his friends hit him with 2x4s or drive trucks into him. Till chicory has been a historic substitute for coffee. Frederick the Great banned coffee in Prussia, which led to the mass production of chicory by 1795, and the chicory drinks were common in Napoleonic France. Chicory drinks also became popular in Confederate states because of the Union blockade. Till that blood donors in Sweden receive a text when their blood is used on a patient. Till that Dwight Eisenhower took up painting during the last 20 years of his life and did about 260 paintings, including a portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Till of Solomon Islander Jacob C. Vuza. During WW2, he was captured by the Japanese during the Guadalcanal campaign, tied to a tree, bayoneted, and left for dead. He then chewed through the ropes with his teeth and made his way to American lines, warning them about an impending attack. He survived. Till that as revenge for Oscar Wilde being in a relationship with his son, the Marquis of Queensberry planned to present Wilde with a bouquet of rotten vegetables at the opening night of The Importance of Being Earnest, Wilde, hit play. But Wilde was tipped off and stopped Queensberry getting inside. Till 100 Americans a year choke to death on pen caps, but that the number used to be higher before manufacturers put a hole in the cap. Till in 1975, Stevie Wonder, frustrated with the U.S. government, considered quitting music and emigrating to Ghana. He reconsidered and wrote and recorded songs in the Key of Life, an album widely considered a masterpiece. Till that rabies treatment is only 4 shots in the arm, not 21 shots in the stomach. And it's been that way for 40+ years. Till firefighters use a chemical called wet water. The chemicals added to the water allow it to spread efficiently and helps put out fires. Till a boy was hit in the head with a foul ball during a televised game. Rather than wait for EMTs to arrive, Jim Rice ran into the stands and took him into the clubhouse, where he was immediately treated by the team's medical staff. He is credited with saving the boy's life. Till of the Chinese drywall health issues. Between 2001 and 2009, the United States imported large amounts of drywall from China that would off-gas, slowly releasing chemicals like hydrogen sulfide and corrode pipes. The Southeast was especially affected because of rebuilding following hurricanes. Till that after leading a peasant revolt in Hungary in 1514, Georg Dosha was punished by being chained to a heated iron throne and had pieces of flesh torn off by hot pliers. His followers were then forced to eat him alive by biting the spots where the pliers were inserted and to swallow his flesh. till Aristotle's payment for teaching Alexander the Great was the reconstruction and repopulation of Aristotle's home village, which had been destroyed and enslaved by Alexander's father.